Broadcast Group Incorporated.
A radio station of GV Mass Media Broadcasting Services in the city of Coronadal.
This is 90.5 megahertz, your good vibes radio.
Bringing you good news in education, business, and agriculture, where you can find good vibes anytime, anywhere.
GV 90.5 FM, your good vibes radio.
Good vibes radio.
Good vibes tayo!
Programang inaabangan at punong-puno ng usapang malaman. Kasabay sa iyong agahan, halina't makinig sa usapang may katuturan. #GMV as in Gandang Morning Vibes. Gandang Morning Vibes. Sa 90.5 Good Vibes Radio. Dahil dito, good vibes tayo. #GMV Gandang Morning Vibes. Gandang Morning Vibes.
And good morning mga ka-good vibes. You're still listening to the newest radio station that gives you good news, good voice, and good music simply because God is good. This is 90.5 Good Vibes Radio. Good vibes tayo. And of course, it's a wonderful Thursday morning. You're with your AHA Life Coach, Coach Nix Mariano, dito sa Negosyo Ta. Ayan. And of course, grabe no, bilis na panahon, kalahati na naman ng buwan ang lumipas, no? Kayo ba good vibes pa rin? Nako, sana naman, kasi dapat kinikip nyo yung energy nyo all throughout the year. Kasi napaka-importante niyan. Why? Dahil sa energy mo, yan ang actually nagmamanifest and attract of abundance and opportunities sa imong buhay, 'di ba? And kapag hindi mo na-attract ang mga gusto mo mangyari sa buhay, malolongkot ka na naman, 'di ba? So of course, and just like in any negosyo, 'di ba? If negosyante ka, if you're an aspiring negosyante, this is something na you need to learn how to keep that energy alive in you, 'di ba? Kasi yan din maipapasa nimo sa imong mga katrabaho, mga empleyado, mga business partner at saka mga kliyente. Ayan, 'di ba? And of course, mga ka-good vibes, bago ang lahat, bago ko ipakilala ang atong special guest for this wonderful day, of course, let me bati muna tayo. Ayan. Bati muna tayo sa atong mga ka-good vibes. Of course, hello sa atong mga ka-good vibes dira sa public market and public terminal. Mga ka-good vibes natin dira sa Magwagi Cafe Bistro, Bamboo Lounge Salon, and syempre atong mga ka-good vibes dira sa SSS. Ayan, at talaga sumusuporta sa ato mga empleyado, sa PhilHealth, sa mga LGU na lagi nakatutok sa atin sa radyo at sa ano tawag dito? Sa Facebook. Ayan, sa Facebook Live. May ara din tayong YouTube channel. Of course, we are also live sa ating official page, Coach Nix Mariano and Good Vibes 90.5. If this is your first time to listen sa programa or dito sa Good Vibes, make sure follow, like, and share na po ninyo ang ating official page para lagi kayo manonotify for all the updates, for all the notification din ng we are live na. Para hindi ka makakamiss out, diba? Nafa-FOMO ka rin ba? Ayan. Para hindi ka na mafa-FOMO. Lagi kang updated sa Good Vibes. Ayan. So, of course, ayan, asa na ang aking slide? Ayan, ready na? There we go. Of course, my special guest for this wonderful morning, no, is si Ariel. Ayan. Teka lang, asa na ba? Ayan, si Ariel Fuentecilla. Ayan. Say hello naman sa ating mga ka-good vibes, Ariel.
Magandang araw po to everyone listening. Thank you, Coach, for inviting me to be here today. Maraming salamat po.
Ayan. Ayan, kita na. So, of course, dahil si Ariel is our special guest for this wonderful morning, medyo pakilala muna tayo, Ariel. Who is Ariel?
Ayan, hello. Again, magandang araw po to everyone. I'm Ariel Fuentecilla and I'm with Insular Life's Corporate Solution Division, handling Mindanao. And I've been in this industry for more than 7 or 8 years. So, yun po. Prior to that, I was with different companies already, but I stayed longer here because there's a value really, and I see value in what I do as a corporate solutions executive for Insular Life. So, we are actually addressing many issues with our corporate clients and as well as sa individual employees. Yun pa. Ayan.
So, today, syempre, ang usapan natin for today is employee benefits. But we will be tackling more of what are the usual challenges ba ng mga business owners. And syempre, nagiging challenges nila yon because nagiging challenge ito ng mga empleyado nila. Diba?
Correct.
So, ano ba yung, syempre, being an expert for the past 7 years, no? More than 7 years in the industry, if I'm not mistaken. Tama ba?
Yes,
Being
correct.
more than 7 years in the industry, supporting business owners, and also, of course, yung mga empleyado nila, no? Ano yung usual mong nakukuhang challenges?
Well, for most of the companies based in Mindanao, we're talking about the majority of here are SMEs.
Okay.
Who's employing 100 to less than 100 employees per company, even those companies na has 10 employees lang. Ganun. So, the concerns of our clients primarily is providing employee benefits dun sa kanilang mga existing na empleyado. Okay, to keep them also productive, kailangan medyo kampante din si employee na when he does his work, whatever happens to him, there's a part of it na if anything happens to him, a part of the financial burdens of the people na maiiwan nila, merong mai-assist. Now, yun do sa part ng employees.
Okay.
It creates that bond between the employer and the employee. At the same time, companies also has liabilities, especially when that happens during sa trabaho niya. If it's especially if it's related to his work, there are liabilities also that should be covered by the employers. However, most concerns kasi ay baka mahal, nagbabayad kami, hindi naman namin nagagamit, wala namang naman. But if that happens in the organization, especially if you have let's say 30 employees more or less, sometimes kasi it's not really, naririnig nyo na to usually sa mga insurance agents, right, na sinasabi nila, it's not a question of if, it's always a question of when. But, you know, it's true naman, Coach, kasi pag ang employee, ito sa Mindanao, based sa experience ko sa mga clients, pag may namatay na empleyado, the first talaga na lalapitan ng family ng employee would be the employer. Of course, kasi meron pa siyang kukuning pang last salary, yung mga benefits niya. But at the same time, they cannot help to ask for help. So, pag wala kang coverages kasi, the usual na nangyayari, it becomes an out-of-pocket expense for companies.
Ay, employer.
Yeah. Ni employer. Oo, so maglalabas ka pa rin. You're giving what? 30,000. Kasi syempre si employer naman, magbibigay din naman kasi out of the goodness of his or her heart to help out. But then again, it's a cost. na nilalabas mo. Damay pa yung mga katrabaho. Kasi ito na yung past lahat.
Yes.
Pag may namatay within the organization. Okay? So, hindi naman gaano kalaki yung nabibigay din doon, pero naglalabas pa rin ng pera si Con. Now, there's a better way. Actually, if the company gets an insurance coverage, the liability to that, pwedeng doon na from the insurance proceeds. So, there's no out-of-pocket. But if the employer gusto pa rin magbigay, then there's nothing wrong with that. Mas maganda nga yun kasi magbibigay. But then again, ang sinasabi ko lang naman, if you have coverages, wherever you got it from, it actually helps you out financially when you help out your employees. So, pag nagkaganon, si employee din, ang effect naman no kay employee or dun sa remaining employees that if anything happens to me, I know na my company will help me out. So, yun, that's where the loyalty now begins. And it increases actually productivity. Happy employees are more productive than worried employees. Ganun po.
Syempre. Syempre, pag stress ang empleyado, nasa-stress niya din yung mga katrabaho niya, nasa-stress niya din yung mga employer niya. Tapos, nagiging impact nun would be, ano yung, how they are with the clients, how they are with the production that they do. 'Di ba? Yung result that they create. 'Di ba? Minsan, imbes na dapat isang gawaan na lang, madodoble pa yung trabaho nila kasi may na-miss out because of too much thinking of their family, too much thinking of their worries. And that's normal, 'di ba? Pag one family member nga lang magkasakit, 'di ba? Maaksidente or something.
Damay na lahat po.
Damay na lahat, 'di ba? Damay sa finances, damay sa
time,
sa emotional stress, 'di ba? Sa mental stress, sa physical stress. 'Di ba? Kadalasan pa nga niyan mga empleyado din kasi namin pag nagkasakit yung isang family member, mag-a-absent sa amin kasi kailangan siya yung magbabantay. Siya na nga yung nagpro-provide ng income Siya pa yung mawawalan ng income. Di dalawa na silang nagkaroon ng financial burden. 'Di ba?
Yeah,
Hindi rin nakikita ng sa sobrang worry ng isang tao, nawawala na rin yung ano ba talaga unahin ko na muna? Naguguluhan na sila. 'Di ba? And this is something that meron palang solution. Baka hindi lang aware yung mga empleyado, baka hindi lang aware yung mga employees, 'di ba? Of how they should be able to maximize their employee benefits or how they can help their employers create that security for both sides kasi it's a win-win situation naman at the end of the day.
Yes.
'Di ba?
Yes,
And I want to highlight yung sinabi mo na nakita ko rin yun and narinig ko rin ng mga feedback yan sa mga employers dito during the pandemic, 'di ba? Yung mga empleyado lalo na yung matatagal na, syempre, hindi na siya out of kumaga hindi siya galing sa budget na ng kumpanya. Ang nangyayari, galing na sa personal budget ng employers. Yung ibinibigay nila because hindi rin nila matiis dahil those people actually help their business. Those people are already part of their family. Kasi yun din yung naramdaman ko, which is nakakatuwa, no? Ang mga employers dito sa Mindanao, dahil mga SMEs nga yung mga na-encounter ko rin. Parang ang nangyayari, parang family na. Yung mga treatment, no? Yun yung observation ko. And as part of the family, ito yung mga pwede nating maitulong at pwede rin nilang maitulong sa atin as an employer, 'di ba? So, besides doon, so productivity, no, Ariel, tapos may sinabi ka rin na nagiging past lahat. Ano pa yung usual challenges na encounter mo with SMEs, with even big business owners dito sa Mindanao area, especially nung ano yung difference niya bago pandemic and during pandemic?
Siguro, Coach, it's in the prioritization of companies. Marami namang companies talaga na nagbibigay na before
Okay.
pa ng kanilang insurance coverages for the employees as part of their employee benefits. Share ko lang pala before doon, Coach, na there was an article before, I just forgot, when was that? I think it was Manila Times na nag-evolve na kasi sa Philippines yung priority ng employees. Of course, the salaries are very important, but it came to a point also na employees were looking for better benefits, and that includes yun na nga, coverages, insurance. Kasi nga financial concern din to ng all, if not everyone, siguro most employees, yung kanilang security if anything happens in the areas of life insurance, whether it's medical also, or any other financial concerns na might give them financial burdens. So, sa nakita ko kasi before, for most SMEs is that before the pandemic, they were giving na yung mga accident insurances lang, ganun.
Okay.
Kasi that's what's within their budget. But the point is, kumukuha na sila.
Okay,
Now,
that's good.
siguro, before the pandemic, ganun yung trend. Then, the pandemic came. So, nung dumating yung pandemic, there was less priority given to coverages. Because the primary concerns at that point, for most SMEs, is to keep the operations afloat.
Yeah.
So, medyo napabayaan siya during the pandemic. Now, after the pandemic, actually, hindi pa naman talaga after, meron pa naman.
Meron pa din
siya.
kahit pa paano.
Oo.
Now lang,
Pero,
now.
yeah, oo. Pero naman, companies are now beginning to look at giving again benefits to this effect sa mga employees so they get coverages. Now it's just a question of number one, what is the company's priority, what he needs to cover. Kasi one thing din kasi, Coach, na nakita natin during the pandemic was that to keep their operations afloat, they had to let go of, they had to streamline operations. So that would mean letting go of some people within their organization. Now the challenge there was that most companies did not realize it was actually costly to let go of people then just keeping them in. Number one, you have to settle, of course, yung kanilang number one, for those retireable at that point, may mga nagbigay ng early retirement.
Okay.
I know companies na niloan pa to sa bank. At that point, medyo mataas yung interest rates because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
But they had to. Tapos there were those na hindi nakapag-prepare, especially on the retirement. Tinatagi-tagi nila ngayon. They had, what they call this, parang arrangement with the employee together with the dole na excuse me,
Hindi isang bulk.
na
Hindi lang
kasi
parang,
hindi available agad.
ah.
So I have clients kasi na who was retirement with us sa company namin natin ko. So for those who have prepared for the retirement and the fund was there, the fund was actually utilized during the pandemic to pay off for the involuntary separation benefit of the employees. Now, the beauty of that is that ang nangyari doon, hindi na masyadong naging financial burden for them. Because there were already amounts na sinet up nila annually, nilalagay nila dun sa fund nila, the retirement fund. So, when this happened, they were more prepared. And sila yung mga nag-survive na businesses during the pandemic and after the pandemic.
So,
Kasi
nakuha
nga,
nila yung pondo from that. Doon sa naging start investment nila before.
Yes, oo. As compared dun sa na hindi nakapag-prepare. So, financial burden ng company yon. On the employee side, for those na who were let go, na walang nakaprepare ang company, it was really difficult for them na wala ka na ng trabaho, hindi ka pa nabayaran agad. So, ganun yung naging concern. So, now, after the pandemic, when they had to let go of many people, that included, of course, hindi lang nila nilet go yung mga hindi productive, but of course, a part of that employees na nilet go were also their productive employees. Now,
Okay.
after the pandemic, even if they wanted to get those people back again,
Hindi na ba
hindi na ako basta-basta yung magsasign up. I need to be secured.
Yeah.
So, tapos there were offers na from other companies. So, maraming nag-move on na rin. So, this is one part of it. Secondly, there were deaths in the organization during the pandemic, especially those yung mga nasa critical industries, food, food distribution, food production, banking, finance, ganun, na because yung mga tao nila were exposed, even those companies actually try to protect those people by setting up work from home arrangements. But then again, you cannot really kung kailan papasok o basta meron pa rin. So again, it was a financial burden for those companies na hindi nag-renew ng coverages nila. That would mean they would have to pay it again from the budget of the company. So, naapektuhan number one, yung OPEX nila, operational cost. Sadly, for many companies, pati yung CAPEX naapektuhan, yung capital expense nila. Nagamit yung pera. So, for that purpose. So, eventually, it's harder for employers now, for companies now, to expand during these difficult times kasi nga, maraming naapektuhan. In terms naman dun sa effect, dun sa mga productivity ng company, of course, kasi nag-streamline ka, medyo bumagal.
Okay.
Business size, medyo lumiit, or kung hindi man lumiit, hindi ka nakapag-expand. So, for business naman kasi talaga to really survive and thrive, kailangan mo ng expansions, di ba? Even if SME ka, you constantly, as a business owner, constantly thinking of what else can you do to make the company bigger. So, you set higher targets, mga ganong bagay. And this has all affected din ng situation na yun. But the thing is, since employees is part of your growth, pag hindi sila nako-cover, naapektuhan yung sarili mong productivity as a business. Ganon. Yun. So now, nakikita natin uli yung prioritization ng companies na yes, maybe we can go back again and get coverages for our employees. The important thing there is that they give this security to their employees. Whether without bias to my company, you just get coverages for employees. Because sabi ko kanina early on, a happy employee is a productive employee. Ganun po.
Ayan. So, medyo i-highlight lang natin, no? You mentioned a while ago that those people pala na those employers or companies that were able to prepare prior pandemic pa, years before the pandemic, kumbaga nag-benefit ng sobra during the pandemic, that they don't need to kumbaga shell out more that they should during the time na lahat ng mga businesses was really struggling. Ang nangyari, yun yung nakatulong sa kanila to make sure na hindi sila mas ma-burden pa.
Yes,
no?
correct.
Tama.
Correct.
And that was, hindi naman siguro yan 1 year preparation or 2 years preparation. Maybe years of preparation na yan, no, prior. No? So meaning, it's really about preparation for something tulad ng na-mention mo kanina. We're not talking about if it will happen. We're talking about when it will happen. And it's best that we as business owners are already prepared when it happened. Kumbaga medyo natin na paghandaan na natin pag nandyan na yung sitwasyon. No, that's what I'm getting from you right now, yes, Ariel. And pero ang question ko would be, syempre probably as an SME rin, no. Sige, next time ko na lang gagawin yan. Hindi naman ako required to give that much employee benefit. Kumbaga meron akong required, yes. Kasi 'di ba yung ibang employees naman, naku, dapat meron silang ganito, dapat meron ganito. Pero 'di ba, there are certain benefits that companies are giving because they want to support lang. So wag masyadong inaano na baka mamaya iniisip nyo required nila akong bigyan kasi niyan. Tama ba ako?
Yeah, correct,
It's
Coach. Correct, Coach.
out of the goodness of their heart then that they prepare for their employees.
Yes, correct, Coach. Out of the goodness of the heart of companies. Generally, Mindanao naman, people in Mindanao, business owners in Mindanao, has the heart for their employees naman.
Yeah.
Talaga.
Very close sa mga...
Yeah. So, actually, there are requirements in the law na in the Philippine context na merong minimum na required. For example, for security agencies, they are required by social to get a personal accident insurance for their employees, ganun. So, may mga ganong klaseng na merong minimum requirements under the law. But sometimes, it's not enough. Yun yung natin na baka hindi. Kasi if you're getting these certain benefits for the employees on the amounts of coverages, is it enough for the families na maiiwan na hindi na manghihingi yung families na tulong kay employer? Ganun. So, baka you might want to assess na with the minimum requirements na siniset sa per industry, baka pa pwedeng magbigay ng higher or whatever is the need ng company. For example, sabi ko nga kanina, Coach, di ba, na may nabasa akong article na nag-evolve na yung
mga empleyado,
yung needs ng employees. It's not just the salaries anymore. Again, the salaries are important kasi that covers the financial burdens of each employee. But it's not in itself na lang ang hinahanap ng employees. Hinahanap na rin talaga ng employees na yung other benefits na they can go on. For example, Coach, my wife works for a bank. She has her own coverages in terms of life insurance, in terms of health insurance, ganun. My wife was diagnosed with cancer in 2022, yes. 2023, last year. So, yeah, we had to go through for a year. We had to go through for yung medyo aggressive na treatment because the type of cancer she was diagnosed with was actually a very aggressive cancer. So, naubos actually yung sa health insurance. But then again, because my company also provides for us, and
mo? Diba?
Nung naubos yung kanya, kasi may dependence coverage kami, na-cover rin ang part of it. Part of the treatment was covered also by my coverage sa treatment niya. Now, that is why for some companies, they set up na ang kaya namin for now is employees muna. But there are also other companies as part of their offering, especially in the call center industry or the BPO industry, na nag-o-offer sila ng extension of coverages to the dependents.
Kasi nga, pag hindi lang yung spouse.
May dependence coverage. The spouse, the children, gano'n. Of course, there's naka-entail na mga premiums for that. But then again, it is extended. It's because sabi mo nga kanina, Coach, di ba? Pag nagkasakit yung employee ninyo dyan, damay-damay na lahat. Maghahanap na. And it has a direct effect on the productivity of the employee. Kasi nauuna talaga ang priority sa life ng tao, no? So, pag may nagkasakit, especially depende sa situation, priority maghanap ng pang-cover. Especially pag depende yun, hindi naman si employee ng hospital, anak naman niya. Pero syempre anak niya yun, unahin niyang hanapan ng paraan yun. Now, it becomes now a concern of the employee which will ultimately affect his productivity sa work. Kasi nga, number one, ang mangyayari, magli-leave, baka hanap ng paraan for the cost nung, let's say, hospitalization ng anak niya. Secondly, lalapit kay employer. Pwede bang cash advance ako? Pwede bang maglo-loan ako? So when that happens, also, syempre, yung salary ng employee, On the succeeding months, gumastos ka na ng malaki. On the succeeding months niyan, lumiliit yung available cash mo or finances mo. Kasi nga, babayaran mo pa yung inutang.
Yeah.
So again, it becomes now a concern of the employee, which gives you stress. Sabi mo nga coach, na yung mental aspect ng stress na yon. Then it affects actually the productivity of the employee. So if you can cover, we're not saying na kailangan talaga lahat kunin ni employer, no? Pero if it allows, if your finances allows for it, if your programs, human resource program allows for it, baka it might be better to give these benefits to employees para to keep them productive. Less stress to them would mean more productivity sa office or sa factory, wherever they work. Ganun. So now, they contribute more on the growth of the company or the business ng companies na ito. So, mas may contributions sila on that aspect.
Question, Ariel, no? Sa side ng SMEs, bago pa lang ako na negosyo. So, ang daming gastos doon sa starting up and all, no? Yung iba nakapag-start up pa lang or galing pa lang sa startup, biglang pandemic. Ngayon, inaayos nila yung sa finances nila for the startup, tapos also trying to recover pa. If that's the case, anong magiging possible scenario for them or recommendation mo? How to go about it? Kasi syempre, even if they want to.
It's understandable po talaga na businesses are recovering from the pandemic. So, yung priority on streamlining the cost of the company, the company really, or even if you're a startup company na nag-uumpisa pa lang, kailangan na controlled yung kanilang expenses. Actually, yes. Pero kasi, if you consider also, if it happens na merong ganong nangyari sa organization, that's still an extra cost. Maybe what business owners can do is get a minimal amount of insurance for now, then you adjust it every year. Okay, siguro, let's say for example, you get a coverage for 50,000. At least that would be enough to help out the families for their cost dun sa burial, yung mga ganon, para naman matulungan din yung families nung employee ninyo. Kasi again, yung death kasi you cannot project kung kailan mangyari. It might happen. Considering if you're a startup company, you started this month, then by November may namatay. Of course, lalapit pa rin sa'yo. Of course, yung amount na maitutulong mo, hindi naman demandable. Pero of course, magbibigay ka pa rin ng tulong Kasi nga, like you said, Coach, sa SMEs kasi ang treatment natin sa mga employees is parang family. So, nagbibigay ka rin. Now, yung assistance na yun could have been your premium. If you're giving 30,000 assistance, that could have been your premium for the last 2 years or for just for the current year na binigay mo. They can look at it that way. Depending on the number of employees, especially if you're employing 50 employees. Yun, medyo, the more employees you have, actually, kumbaga, the more chances, ayaw ko naman sabihin, the more chances are happening. Pero, the more employees you have, the likelihood also na mas pataas yung likelihood nga na meron
risk.
Pwedeng mangyaring risk sa company or likelihood of it happening.
Okay. Yeah.
So, maybe you can just give the basic coverages lang naman. Let's say, if you cannot afford it muna or you get lang the basic life. So that if anything happens to that employee, he or she can be covered under the plan at a minimum cost. Tapos yung basic lang. The next year, let's say medyo okay na, you wanted to enhance your plan, pwede ka maglagay ng additional benefits to that plan. Let's say maglalagay ka ng rider coverage. Kasi, kunyari, your plan now answers for for death due to any cause, whether accident or normal cause of death, na-cover na ng basic mo. Next year, you add up the accident rider so that magkaroon sila ng disability or disablement benefits to that, especially if your business is has this delivery system na kailangan nagde-deliver ka ng products, lumalabas, nagmomotor, ganun. So you might want to add the AD&D.
Okay.
Or if your industry is yung medyo mataas sa stress, you might want to put up the TPD, yung Total Permanent Disability Rider, so that pag may nangyari sa employee, hindi naman siya namatay, pero totally disabled siya, may benefit siyang makukuha.
Okay.
Tapos, or critical illness. Ito, sa mga BPO industry ngayon, most of the BPO companies na na-encounter ko na present, nagpapabigay ng proposal, kasama na sa kanilang gustong proposal is merong coverage on critical illness. Critical illness like cancer, mga ganun. Tapos yun. Then, for companies also, maybe you can also encourage, kasi alam naman natin what the company can provide. It's also limited.
Yeah.
So, employees should also supplement. They should supplement whatever coverage they have. So, they get their own personal insurance. So, ganun. It has to be a tandem. Companies can provide doon sa mga kailangan ng employees in terms of coverages. Then, the employees supplement it. Pwedeng ganon. So, companies can now start at a very minimal cost on the coverages. Ito lang muna. Then, you tawag dito, you just develop it over time.
Okay.
Dagdag ka ng dagdag, ganon.
Improve na lang.
Benefits.
Improve na lang every year. Ganun.
Pero just to cover it for the basic lang talaga na life, na pag may namatay na empleyado, you can cover, give them coverages. Kahit na basic lang muna.
Okay.
So that the cost is hindi naman ganun kataas.
Okay. So, how about ito? Ang question would be, paano yun? Dahil nga is it possible na dahil hindi naman ganun ka ma-cover ng business owner, no? Is it possible na magtulungan ang employers at employee na half-half sila? Kasi syempre pag group insurance,
pwede.
it's still more, kumbaga mas mababa pa rin ang premium niyan compared sa ikaw individual kukuha.
Yeah.
Diba?
Actually, pwede naman, Coach. They can go hand in hand in this. Many companies actually practices this. Na yung coverages nila actually contributory. Let's say the company covers 80% of the premiums being paid, then 20% is covered by the employee. Then it's deducted to their salaries. Ganon. So, pwede naman ganon. Again, it depends on the need, the profile of the company. So that's why we need, sa akin, we actually meet the client and talk about it to determine really what is the need. Then we can give suggestions. Maybe baka gusto ninyong ganito. Kung hindi pa talaga kaya, but this is the amount of coverage you want to give, baka pa pwedeng contributory.
Yeah.
If it's okay with your employee. So, you just have to talk to your employees and have a consensus on this. Ganon.
Ayan. So, it's really about, kasi dapat talaga,
partnership po talaga.
Dapat mapag-usapan muna ano yung nagiging current challenges. And then,
Yes.
based on the challenges, ano yung possible solutions? We're not saying
Yes.
solve na siya in one sitting. Di ba?
Yeah.
Pero it's a process of creating a better solution than no solution at all. No?
Yes.
Than no solution at all. And then, eventually, as the years go by, there will be improvements that would actually allow both the employers and the employee to have a win-win situation. And itong partnership na ito, hindi siya one time. It's actually through the years na ayusin. And together, ako rin nakikita ko nga dyan, Ariel, is that it's really about helping through that partnership, it's really helping the business grow, expand. No? Na
Yes,
through
correct,
protections of both the businesses, the employees, and the business yung employers mismo. Maraming types. Akala kasi ng iba, 'di ba, Ariel, may isa lang type ng insurance. Isa lang ang kailangan ko insurance in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Hindi nila nakikita na complementing yung sa group insurance that you get from your employees, supplementing it pa dun sa personal na kukunin mo.
Yes.
Kasi ako, like, when someone consults me, Ariel, sinasabi ko nga, di good na meron ka sa company mo, di yan, panggastos mo na yan. Kumbaga, i-goal mo siya, ibabangga mo siya dun sa mga needs mo. 'Di ba? Kung yung kukunin mo sa employer mo would be sufficient and sobra dun sa gagastusin mo for the week, for the whatever it is na kakailanganin mo, the one that you got na individual is something that you can leave behind for the dreams that you are building for your kids, maybe for your house, yung dream house nyo. Diba? Ito yung it's really about preparation.
Yes, correct,
No
Coach.
solution at all. Mas mahirap yun. Lumaban tayo sa gyera, may baril nga tayo, kulang yung bala. Diba? So, paano yun? Pag kinulang na, hindi na magtutuloy. Diba? And we need to prepare it. Amat-amat lang basta consistent and tuloy-tuloy. And then, it will create a bigger solution in the long run. No, that's what
Yes.
I'm hearing, and also based on my own experience din sa mga nakakausap ko, it's really about preparation. Not because we want na, sige, mangyayari kasi sa atin yan. We don't want that. Who wants that, di ba? We want to focus on the things that can actually enhance our happiness in life and enhance yung time with our family. But when it hits, at least alam natin, kahit papano,
Yes.
we really don't get to pass any burden to our employers, to the business, di ba, na magko-close dahil hindi na na-cover or meron naging problema. Hindi rin aware kasi yung, naalala ko yung sa Manila to may na-aksidente, empleyado, within the vicinity of the office. Tapos, nag-crack yung sa ulo. Kasi dulas So, it's a liability of the building. It's a liability of the employer. Magkano ginastos na ICU, na operahan, and everything. That's a liability na sana na ipasa mo na yung risk na yon, yung liability na yon to a company that protects people, businesses with those risks. Kasi
Tama,
pwedeng
Coach.
uubos ng pera yun ng employer ng negosyo 'di ba? So, those are things that we don't get to see. But the main reason, mga ka-good vibes, I'm also inviting people of these experts dito sa ating is because ngayon pa lang, it's good na maliit pa lang yung business mo, then it means hindi pa din ganun kalaki yung possible liability mo. The bigger your business goes, the bigger your liabilities will go. Tama ba?
Correct, Coach. Correct po the other part.
Yan. And mas mahirap maghabol ng malalaking coverages than amat-amat lang. Doon tayo sa liit. Tapos improve natin. Just like our business. Startup tayo maliit. We have 5 employees, 10 employees. And then eventually, magkakaroon na tayo ng 30, 100. Diba? So, it goes hand in hand. So, Ariel, paano to? In this scenario, no, para matulungan mo rin tong inquiry na to, paano yan, ano pa lang kami, wala pa kaming 10. Gusto nga ng mga empleyado namin, pero hindi namin alam yung mga requirement. Ano ba yung usual requirement? Is this something you can share na right now? Ano yung usual requirement sa ating industry?
Okay, per company kasi, Coach, per company, may mga products talaga, insurance products that can cover for SMEs.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to my company, we do have products that can cater to companies with 5 employees lang kasi 5 pa lang sila.
Yeah.
Maliit pa, nag-uumpisa pa. Yeah, we can cover that. Meron tayong ganong plans. Actually, without being biased to my own company, yung iba rin naman, meron din silang mga ganun. Designed for the SME market. Pwede tayong makatulong talaga. Our industry can help out. Now, just to share din kasi, Coach, pag small company, let's say, yung mga auditing firms, bookkeeping firms, they don't keep too many people.
Oo.
Iilan lang talaga yung empleyado niyan. We can accommodate and we can give them coverages for their employees. Siyempre, yung trabaho na yun, yung bookkeeping, actually, hindi physical stress, pero mental stress ang madalas doon. So,
Okay.
marami ring employee, eventually, lalo na pag hindi ganun ka-healthy, tinatamaan ng stroke, tinatamaan
So, sobrang
kung ano-anong
pag-iisip.
sakit. Oo.
Okay.
So, kinakailangan pa rin nila. Kahit na hindi lumalabas ng office yan. Depending on the nature of the work that they
The
do.
stress.
They face different
Yeah.
different kind of stresses.
Yeah.
So, it can actually contribute to health concerns,
Yeah.
mga ganun.
Ayan.
Yes, again, yung industry natin sa insurance has products that can actually cover for concerns ng employees and employers in terms of coverages. Oo.
So,
kahit na maliit ka pa,
ayan.
kahit
So,
na maliit ka pa,
mga
merong
kagut-
solution for you.
Ayan, gusto ko yan, no? Kahit may liit pa yung iyong business, may ara ng solusyon. Baka hindi ka lang aware, mga ka-good vibes. So, we're here to really create more awareness to everyone. Dahil baka yung pinaproblema mong kabigat-bigat, meron palang solution, hindi ka lang aware about it. So, hand in hand together with Ariel, and of course, TIL General Insurance Agency, no? We are in partnership with InLife, and this is something that we can do. Let's not just create solution. Let's create solution based on the need of your company. And that's a good thing with this partnership with us, no? If you have challenges, no, na our solutions can actually provide, upuan natin, alamin natin ano yung best practices, and then together as communities here, as businesses here, we get to make sure the business is still expanding and growing for the community to support, and also the employees are also hindi na alis, no? Napapansin ko kasi dito, Ariel, dahil feeling nila parang hindi ko lang kasi ganito eh. Parang mas kikita ako, 'di ba? Mas kikita ako sa Manila, mas kikita ako abroad. Those are skills and talented employees already that the community is losing simply because hindi nila alam na merong mga solusyon. No? That's my personal observation. And if you are ready to do an exploratory meeting, mga ka-good vibes, this is something that we can do with you. No? We can do partnership and tie up to make sure na okay din naman ang inyong mga binibuild up na businesses. And even SMEs can benefit to this. Ayan. So, biggest takeaway ko siguro with this conversation with Ariel, no? Diba? I'm already in the industry, mga ka-good vibes, pero I'm still learning a lot. And just like in any business, you will learn a lot of solutions pa. You just need to seek and have conversations with people who are already in the industry, in their expertise and all. Kasi doon mo maririnig yung mga challenges na talaga namang haharapin ng isang empleyado, ng isang employer. Hindi mo palang siguro na-encounter. Pero imbis na antayin mong mangyari para mag-create tayo ng solution, kasi ganyan ng mga Pinoy, di ba? Aminin natin, tamaan ka, tinamaan ka na naman. Aminin natin, inaantay natin na doon pa lang tayo gagalaw kapag na-experience natin. Eh di, let's learn from the challenges of other businesses, of other people, para we get to prevent it already. Sabi nga, prevention is better than the cure. Prevention is better than gastos. Tama ba, Ariel?
Yeah, correct po. Baka mas papapalaki yung gastos mo if you're not prepared for it.
Ayan, diba? And we don't want that to happen. We want to help each other hand in hand. Ayan. So, of course, grabe no, ang bilis ng oras, Ariel, di ba? Akala mo, akala mo haba na sa oras. Pero in reality, saglit lang ang isang oras. Pero I do hope and I'm sure with the conversation that we had, a lot of business owners, a lot of employees are more aware today than they were yesterday. Meron at meron silang nakuhang insight and value. And of course, any message that you'd like to give before we
Yes.
finalize? Go ahead.
My message lang siguro po is ganito. In providing po that extra security, financial security to your employees, there's actually a very good value to this because you're also contributing to the whole of society. Sa context ng Philippines, because when you give coverages and extra security to your employees, sa Philippines kasi meron tayong insurance gap.
Okay.
Ang napakalaki ng insurance gap.
Sige.
What the insurance gap says is that for many people, mas yung nangangailangan ng coverages are the ones who doesn't have access to it.
Yes.
So, most of the time, yung may mga insurance coverages are the ones na yung may access doon, yung medyo merong malaki-laki ng net worth. And for the majority of the population, doon yung insurance gap. Walang sariling coverages. And through group insurance, you might actually be bridging that gap. If you as a business owner or the company provides insurance coverages to your employees, you're actually bridging that gap. Kasi nagkakaroon sila ngayon ng financial security, whatever happens to them.
Yes.
So it secures their family. At least for those sa mga maiiwang gastos ng mga empleyado. Oo. So, ng mga tao na under sa inyo. Again, you treat them, I know that you treat them as a family. And we as Filipinos, hindi naman natin iniiwan ang pamilya.
Yeah.
So, yun po. Sana po, if you find value in providing this with your employees, you can talk to us. Or kahit na hindi kami, kung kanino kayo comfortable. But, yun po. Kami will always be ready to help out. Let us know. Then we'll meet with you po.
Ayan.
And talk to you about what you might need for your employees.
Ayan, di ba? So, it's really providing support sa community and our country. No? Grabe, no? Ang yaman-yaman ng Pilipinas, mga ka-good vibes. Kaya nga yung pinag-aagawan nga tayo ng ibang countries, di ba? Kasi napaka-resourceful at napakagagaling ng mga Pilipino at ng Pilipinas. Pero the sad part and the sad reality is Filipinos are actually mataas in terms of the poverty line, no? And if we can bridge that gap, mga good vibes, kaya we're always providing awareness, possible solutions through this program is because we want to bridge that gap and we want to reach out to more people that together we can do something about it. Diba? Hindi po kayo nag-iisa, let's do it together, mga ka-good vibes. And of course, I'd like to share, ayan, pa-share lang ako, Maricar, ng aking slide. Ayan, wait lang. Car, ayan, pa-share lang ako ng next slide. Ayan, of course, we're also giving career opportunity. Merong company, ayan, naghahanap po siya ng insurance adjuster. If you are interested and you can check out yung replay of this live for today, insurance adjuster, andyan po yung qualifications and all, and you can reach out to me para makonect ko po kayo sa company na ito. Next slide. And of course, in terms of business opportunity, no? Ayan. So, of course, we are still inviting more people to be a financial planner and advisor with us. Of course, together, you're gonna be working with Ariel as well dahil sa in-life corporate solution side siya, just like what we're doing, collaborating. If you want to explore unlimited income, no? And potential bonuses, flexible working schedule. Pwede po to na part-time or full-time. Pero guys, if this is something na gusto nyo to help the society, our country, remove more people in the poverty line, this is something I'm really proud of in terms of the industry. Being a financial professional is really something that creates a difference, di ba? It creates a difference sa ating community kasi nakakalungkot. Ang gagaling namin mga Pilipino pero nami-miss out yung opportunity dahil kailangan natin ng mas maraming educators and creating awareness that there is actually a solution. Ayan. So, kung mahilig kayo, mahilig ako sa local and international travel. Ayan, may incentive din po tayo niyan. Mentoring, di ba? Mentoring, thank you to the experts and mentors, coaches, no, world-class mentors from InLife, and of course, Teal General Insurance Agency. Meron din, syempre, being in the industry itself, giving benefits, syempre meron ding healthcare and retirement benefits, being part of our team. Recognition and awards, ayan, kasama din po yan. Let's bridge that gap ng poverty and let's start it within each other's family. And in this case, whether SME ka, let's start with that. Diba? Para we can create that ripple effect to more people in our community in Mindanao. Kasi sayang, diba? Napaka-resourceful dito ng mga tao. Galing, in fairness. Kaya napod ako dito, diba? From Manila. Ayan. So, next slide, please. Ayan. And of course, this business opportunity, you will be working with me, with Teacher RJ Sustiger and the other unit managers of Teal General Insurance Agency in partnership with InLife Insular. Yan, di ba? Ilang years? 113 years, di ba? So, wala naman akong kilalang 100 years old na. So, ibig sabihin, mas matanda sa ating lahat yan. Okay. The only mutual company here in the Philippines. Go ahead, next. Ayan. And of course, join us weekly. Kwentong Bahaghari every Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Negosyo Ta every Thursday. And Aha Life every Friday. Next. Ayan. So, if this is the first time na makikita mo to, South Cotabato Chambers, guys, make sure like, follow, and share na. The logo is blue and pink, South Cotabato Chambers. If you are not yet a member and you are an SME and want to explore more, ano bang benefits nito, please do talk to me or any South Cotabato Chamber members and officers and be the voice of business here in South Cotabato. Let's help each other. Next. Ayan. Siyempre, follow Good Vibes. Good Vibes 90.5. Hanapin nyo na po. Like, follow, and share. Go ahead. Ayan. So, for life coaching, wealth and investment coaching, personal financial planning, estate planning, business coaching, webinars and workshop events hosting, mga ka-Good Vibes, if you want to create more awareness with your employees, by all means, mag-message po kayo sa akin. Let's create regular financial awareness drive to your companies to help your employees and help your business hand in hand. Next. And of course, remember that sabi nga ni paring Robin Sharma that your greatness begins beyond your comfort zone. Ayan. And hello. Ayan. Sabi ni Cyril Remogat, ang pogi mo, Coach. Thank you. Ayan. So, hi, I miss you. And of course, abangan bukas, no, ang akong guest. Siyempre, share ko sa inyo kung ano naman ang matututunan nyo with me tomorrow, mga ka-Good Vibes. So, of course, wag kakalimutan, your AHA Life Coach. Let's journey together, create and live an awesome, happy, abundant life. Have a good one, mga Good Vibes.
Gusto niyo bang magkaroon ng AHA Life? AHA Life? AHA Life?
Life?
Awesome! Tara nang magkaroon ng awareness kung paano ma-improve ang ating sarili at bumuo ng mindset na ikalalago natin. Happy! Learn how to improve life and reach your goals para happy, abundant. Tara na at magpalago ng ating kaperahan at alamin kung paano ito alagaan. Journey with AHA Life. AHA Life. Awesome, abundant, and happy life with Coach Nix Mariano. Your